Okay, this is gonna be a review and commentary on Part 3, Fall Out Boy, Young Volcanoes. My speech is kind of blah, but Fall Out Boy, Young Volcanoes, the music video. Now, as the video starts, you see this, like, it's really dark. You get the feeling the video is very, very, very dark. And you see all this, like, mechanic stuff and, like, an elevator type thing, and see somebody hit a switch, and then you see Patrick being, tortured a little bit, and yeah, you get the notion that it's from the second part, and then you see him snapping his fingers, sitting at the table again, and Young Volcanoes flashes on the screen, and you see then you see Patrick sitting at the table singing, and there's candles, and there's food, obviously, and there's, a snake in a jar. Then you see the other members of Fall Out Boy being shoved around inside a tiny enclosed space with these women, which you assume is this elevator mechanism. And as it goes back and forth between Patrick sitting at the table by himself singing, trying to forget the fact that he's missing a fucking hand. We know, Patrick, you would just sing your troubles away and pretend that you still had both hands. Because you're Patrick Stump. And that's what you would do if all you had was a stump. But you see them leading in the other three boys in blindfolds and tying the chairs, and just as Patrick is tied in the chair. And then you see them struggling because they don't know what they're getting into because they can't see. They're being tied up. And then you see them being hooked up to IVs, oddly enough. Which to me is a little strange, because the IVs seem to, I don't want to say sedate them, but calm them down. And then they each get a drink of something, wine, water for Andy. And then you see them being forced to smoke something. This video is actually labeled as explicit because we all know why. Then they're being fed. Well, actually, they're being told to snort what looks like pixie sticks, but could be cocaine with pigments in it. And they're all screaming and having a good time, and Patrick is feeling it. Which, mind you, if they're doing all these substances and eating all this food, like, what if this is why Patrick turns into a demon in the later videos? I mean, what if that's it? What if that's why? What if that's the major problem here? Then you see them opening containers and feeding them, and there was speculation that what they were being fed was actually Patrick's organs, which I don't think that's the case, because it just looks like mac and cheese and ham that you're seeing on the table, which that's very gratuitous, because the way that they show them eating, like, you see the food on their faces and things at certain points. And of course, even though Patrick has one hand, he's still a gentleman and wipes his face. And they kind of go crazy from the drug use and stuff like that, I think, is what they're implying. And they go nuts, and they're dancing, and then you see one of the women topless, basically. That's what you see in this video. That is what makes this video explicit. And you see them partying and going nuts, and the video just gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and then it cuts back to Patrick sitting there, and them all being tied and sedated, and maybe all in all, in the video, they've been sedated and blindfolded the whole time. Maybe they're trying to imply that what they're seeing isn't what's going on. But then again, this food is still on their faces and stuff, so, I could be speculating. And then they all are left at the tables with the blindfolds on, except for Patrick, and Patrick snaps his fingers. And all he sees the cameras. And the video's, over. Now, this video is very odd. Definitely makes you think a little bit. Definitely reveals yet another piece of the puzzle because what was happening while they were being held captive? What was happening while they were being held captive? And there you go. There's your answer to that. So I guess it kind of reveals, like I said, a little piece of the story in each video.